Hey friends, today I am going to discuss with you about Hailey disease and Darier's disease from dermatology. At, Let me tell you a small trick to remember autosomal recessive conditions and autosomal dominant conditions. In my all videos, I remembered a small car as autosomal recessive. Recessive means small car, whereas dominant means big truck. Secondly, for all conditions where calcium is involved, I remembered as calcium ice cream because ice cream is made up of milk which has abundant of calcium. So I remembered it as ice cream is made up of ice cream and calcium are both related to each other. And for battery, I remembered as ATPase channel because battery gives us energy. In the same way, ATPase channel will gives us energy. So for both this battery and ATP, I remembered it as calcium ATPase channel because here the battery is present in this ice cream mission. So ice cream means calcium and the battery means ATPase. So thus I remembered as calcium ATPase channels. If it is a sodium ATPase channel, instead of ice cream I will keep as peanuts because peanuts are more rich in sodium. So I kept as sodium ATPase channels. If it is a banana, then I will keep it as a potassium ATPase channel. Now I thought of keeping it as calcium ATPase channel because in our disease calcium is affected. Let me introduce two kids, and she is a big sister and he is her brother. She loves ice cream, whereas her brother loves almond ice cream. Why I said chocolate ice cream means, see, in Hailey-Hailey disease C1 is damaged, whereas in Darier's disease A2 is damaged. C means chocolate, whereas A means almond. Most people love chocolate than almond, so for chocolate 1, almond 2. Now see how she is eating. All the chocolate is filled on her intertriginous areas. So in Hailey-Hailey disease, intertriginous areas are involved, whereas in Darier's disease the seborrheic areas are involved. Another way how you can remember, for Hailey-Hailey disease it is C1 means hey chocolate, we all say hey chocolate, so hey means C, whereas in almond A and D means Darier's A2 is involved. Now see, this is the big truck from where this ice cream they buy the ice cream. So it is a big truck means it is an autosomal dominant conditions. And other thing is, see, this is the calcium ATPase channel, and the defect in this diseases, both the diseases, this calcium ATPase channel. See, this is the Darier's disease and Hailey-Hailey disease. In both are autosomal dominant conditions because our ice cream comes from both this truck only. So both are autosomal dominant conditions, and the defect in them is both calcium ATPase. And see, for Darier's disease I remembered as almond, so ATP2A. For Hailey-Hailey disease I remembered as chocolate, hey chocolate, so it is C1, 2C1. Later I said for Darier's disease means almond disease, the boy is C in seborrheic areas. So Darier's disease seborrheic areas are involved, whereas in Hailey disease, see, I said as intertriginous areas. So intertriginous areas like skin folds, axilla, groin and mammary areas are involved. See, this is the axillary area and near mammary area. See, this is also an case of Hailey-Hailey disease. Now what happened, all people started talking about her. See how she is eating, all her ice cream fell on her thighs. So she listened it behind the brick wall. Why I kept it behind the brick wall means, in Hailey disease you see brick wall appearance will be seen in Hailey disease. So I kept it as a brick wall. She is listening behind the brick wall, and later she thought not to meet anyone because all are bullying her. So she thought of suicide because of the depression, and she took drugs. Later her friends Steven and Johnson try to help her and stop her from eating the drugs. So why I am saying all this is, in Hailey disease you see there will be Steven. I said Steven and Johnson. So you will see Steven Johnson syndrome is associated with this Hailey-Hailey disease in less than 10% of the people. And they say, please stay away from the toxic people. Don't listen to the toxic people. So more than 30% of the cases it is associated with toxic epidermal necrolysis. In 10 to 30% cases there will be overlap is present between Steven Johnson and toxic epidermal necrolysis. And this is the mnemonic for Hailey-Hailey disease. The thing you have to remember is this brick wall appearance is important. Other thing is this it causes due to drugs is not that much important, but the important thing is this the area where it involved is this axillary area. And Steven Johnson syndrome is also associated with this highlights. You have to remember that. Other thing you have to remember is it is associated with 2C1. So highlight disease is associated with 2C1. I remembered it as high chocolate. So high C 2C1. Next, now come to Darier's disease. In Darier's disease, so this poor boy is how he is eating chocolate. All seborrheic areas are involved in this Darier's disease. See, I said it is A2, means the gene which is involved in Darier's disease is 2A2 is damaged. Here also calcium ATPase channel is destroyed. Now, see how actually this boy is also bullied by their friends. So the friend of this boy is Mr. Bull. This bull is try to help this boy by helping him and